That's it. That's all you should need to know about them. I shouldn't have to explain. Do you have any idea just how wrong that is? Just how that the act of killing other sapient life, your own species even, that the method behind such an act can be reduced to mere numbers. The one thing society doesn't do, the one thing civilization doesn't do, the one thing sapience itself doesn't do. And it's just so... what's the word? Mechanical? Robotic? Detached? I don't know. It's not a concept you can put into words in the first place. When you face the humans in battle, you won't see the fleet of calm seas fight a valiant last stand to delay you, or have your ship shot out from under you before you even realize what's happening by the Sunriders, or watch your transports getting blown up from a direction you didn't know held any enemies by a deep strike you haven't even seen. Your well-entrenched position isn't encircled by the brave charge of the men of the seaside. Your supply lines aren't cut without your knowledge by the elites of the screaming predatory avians. You aren't facing the wrath of the thousands of souls of the Thunderbolt Legion. No, nothing that dignified. As if the humans would ever give you the courtesy of being killed by someone with a name. It's not the calm seas stopping your advance cold, it's the 17th Fleet. It's the 36th Recon blowing up you and the 39th Recon blowing up your transports. Your lines are overrun by the 16th Mechanized. Your supply lines are being cut by the 101st Airborne, and you're being assaulted by the 829th Infantry. And do you want to know the one other thing that really gives you an insight into just how the humans are so good at war? They themselves hate it. They viscerally, instinctively, fundamentally cannot square such things in their own minds. Because they're still sapient creatures, still people, still, I don't know, just, they're still normal on the inside. If you ask the very humans you are fighting, they will tell you that they were from the fleet of calm seas, the Sunriders, the Deep Strikers, and whoever else. Because that's how they view themselves. It's the only way they can view themselves, because they must be more than just a part of a machine. But to any other human, anyone not there, a part in a machine is exactly what they are. At some point, some level of size and sophistication, serial codes are the best way to identify parts. And that's what these units are. Parts in a machine so complex, so intricate, so large and well made, that we can't even comprehend it. But parts in a machine, that's still what they are. So they are given serial numbers. And the simple disconnect in that? What more proof would you need that the humans aren't warmongers? I've said it before, I've said it many times before. It has been said many times before, and I shouldn't have to say it again. They, on a psychological level, they despise themselves for what they have become. And they cannot ever properly deal with it. Ever. And again, just in case you've never heard, they hone this against their own species. Themselves. On their own home planet. Something so horrifying we can scarcely conceive of it, if we don't know it exists. Again, I really shouldn't have to explain that. And do you know what that history is for them? Do you really? Because it's trauma. It's the source of trauma. That they can go into such a cold state of mind that they think of themselves, not you, themselves, as so indistinct. They have their coping mechanisms. They have their triggers. They have their reactions to it. Again, really, it goes without saying. They're just normal sapiens in a galaxy full of other normal sapiens. We all know when they aren't, and it's something we can all avoid. Don't make them remember. The humans number their military. Don't ever make them have to use those numbers. Please.